How pretty is the flower for this snow pea? How beautiful. It's got two shades of purple. I haven't seen one like it before actually. This variety is called the Yukumo Giant. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm not too sure. This is the first time we've grown this variety, and apparently the snow peas that they form are really, really huge. So I thought I would give it a go. It's taken a little while to get to this height, and the flowers are just starting to form. There aren't too many, but I suspect that within a week or so we should start seeing some snow peas on the plant. I'm very excited. Our sugarsnap pea has been forming pods for quite a while, and this one's only just getting going, but there's lots of flowers. I'm really excited. It's looking beautiful, slowly making its way up the archway. I don't know how long it's going to grow. I'm curious to see if each side will reach the top and we can get this whole thing covered. That would be pretty cool if we can. Starting to come out a fair bit on this side. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to walk down this little pathway here. This variety here is a sugarsnap pea, and it's only a bush variety to grow about 60 centimeters tall, and apparently it doesn't need trellising. However, I think if I grew this variety again, I probably would trellis it just to try and control it a little bit better. It's a bit difficult. It's just a bit of a jungly bush right now. Looks pretty though. Loads and loads of flowers, and we are getting peas. However, I'm finding an issue with these, and if anyone has a solution, please let me know. Down the bottom here, oh, I just dropped it. They are rotting, and that's because at the end where it's rotting, that's where the flower stays on, and I find because it's so wet, maybe they're too close together, the flower doesn't drop off and it stays on there, and it ends up rotting the end. It's not happening with everyone, but it is quite a few. So this one might be okay. This one's okay. That one's all right. But it is happening with quite a few of them, enough to notice really. So that's a bit of a shame. If anyone has any solutions, please let me know. This part of the garden is really booming at the moment. Down the bottom here we have some different types of silver beet. We have some beetroot. These bigger ones are actually from last year. They're a biennial, which means they live for 2 years, and in the second year they do go to seed. However, I found in my experience that you can often, that's a beetroot there, that really needs to be pulled out, but in my experience with the silver beet, you can often chop them off at the base when they are starting to form seeds, starting to go to seed, and they will just regrow leaves and you start the process again. So you can actually get them to live longer than 2 years in my experience. So I've planted some little ones here. I'm not sure if you can see them, but these guys actually just self-germinated in the garden when I let a plant go to seed just down here. And I've actually got quite a few that I need to still transplant. These have been here for weeks now, and I really should move them. There's a lot here. I have lots of silver beet in the garden that I do pick from every day, but there's so many that, you know, this one obviously looks like it's starting to try and go to seed, but if I don't want them to go to seed, I'll just chop them off at the base, just about here. Just chop them off at the base and they will regrow nice new leaves. Otherwise, I don't mind the plants going to seed. That way I get free seeds. They germinate. Here's one here. So this plant was a silver beet that I let go to seed, and it's fallen over here. And as you can see, these are all of the little seeds, and they just fall on the ground, and when the conditions are right, then they germinate and give you free plants. So I just thought I'd give you a little tour of this part of the garden today.